There's more layoffs in podcasting. The latest from Podnews.net with AdvertiseCast. Sony Music is to lay off a significant percentage of its podcast division, according to a report in Bloomberg. The company is also to cancel High Low with Emrata, its celebrity podcast. Podcasts are now available via search in the YouTube Music app in many more countries. A search for Podnews Daily now finds our podcast in, according to our searches, Australia, New Zealand, Cambodia, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, the Philippines, South Korea, Singapore and Thailand, and perhaps other countries too, along with the US, Canada and Latin America, who've had it for a while. We're not yet seeing podcasts appear in search results in Europe or the Middle East, though the search box correctly auto-completes Podnews Daily everywhere. Just a week to go until Podnews Live in London West 12. Speakers at this day-long networking event include representatives from Podimo, Persephonica, Lower Street, Goalhanger, Acast and me. You can buy your tickets now at podnews.net/live. AdLarge, FlightPath and Sounder have announced an integration to offer brand safety, contextual targeting and customized campaign forecasting and planning. Podcast website creator Podpage has released Podpage Elite, a premium subscription for creators which offers many more features, including an advanced SEO analysis tool, episode deep linking and link tracking. Freakonomics Radio is to launch a paid membership program with supporting cast. Members will get access to exclusive episodes as well as ad-free access. Arab podcast platform Podio has onboarded Dubai-based podcast network Dukan Media into its hosting and distribution platform. Castos is now offering free podcast transcripts for all shows. And Blueberry has quietly launched support for the new podcast namespace in Podcast Mirror, the company's RSS feed mirroring platform. It now means you can accept value-for-value payments and support other new features wherever you host your podcast. A full launch will happen soon. And in podcast news, good morning from Engadget. In Engadget Morning Edition, join Matt Smith as he takes you through the day's biggest tech stories. It's from the Airwave Podcast Network, and we thank them for their support this month. Win or lose, sink or swim, one thing is certain, we'll never give in. McCartney's A Life in Lyrics is new from Pushkin Industries and iHeart, and is a collaboration between the former Beatle and the poet Paul Muldoon. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we'll all stand together in downloading the first episode, which is out today. Ohio Roots was launched yesterday. It's the official podcast of the Ohio Genealogical Society. You can expect discussions that delve into a wide range of topics, uncovering captivating stories and shedding light on Ohio's intricate past, as well as lots of people who can say genealogical correctly the first time. Handsome Molly is a new young adult fiction podcast based on a novel. The story is a dystopian near-future adventure set on Canada's west coast. It was adapted by the Chop Theatre and reworked for audio by Jar Audio. And The Reason We're All Still Here is new from Gilded Audio and is hosted by world-renowned nuclear expert and professor Dr. Jeffrey Lewis. The show will introduce listeners to the private citizens who step in to manage global problems when their governments can't or won't. Scientists, analysts and idealists who've gone to crazy lengths just for a shot at making peace and building understanding. This podcast is sponsored by AdvertiseCast. AdvertiseCast connects thousands of podcasts with thousands of advertisers and has been matching podcasts with brands since 2016. Find your fit. Join AdvertiseCast, the premier podcasting network, at advertisecast.com. And that's the latest from our newsletter. To read all the stories and subscribe, we're at podnews.net.